Twitter, one of the most popular social networking services in the world, is a microblogging platform which allows registered users to post and send other registered users short messages. These short messages were limited to 140 characters per tweet, but they have increased it ever since to 280 characters per tweet. So now people can post a lot more messages. Twitter is based in San Francisco and was created in March 2006 by Jack Dorsey, Noah Glass, Biz Stone, and Evan Williams, and it launched in July of that year, and it has grown a lot more ever since. By 2012, there was more than 100 million users monthly. Now, there is 68 million users daily and 366 million users monthly. Twitter users are typically male. In 2018, there are around 95 million users that are between the ages of 18 to 29, 54 million users that are ages 30 to 59, and over 44 million users that are over the age of 50. This makes it so it is a very wide variety of ages and people, which is great for companies to market towards. Now, I will now we will talk about the tools.
How to use Twitter. There's a variety of things that a user can do on Twitter. They can tweet, retweet, like, comment, send messages, upload photos, share content, search, adjust privacy, edit their profile, and view what is trending. Having said this, I will display screenshots that show how to use Twitter. On this slide, I show how easy it is to follow someone on Twitter. You simply click on their profile and hit the follow button. On the following slide, I have two pictures that show what is seen on the Twitter homepage. If a user wants to comment, retweet, like, or share, they can do so by using the icons below every tweet in the respective order. Another important feature found on Twitter is messaging. You can deliver a message to an individual or group by clicking on the icon at the top of the page. Conversations are displayed to the viewer's left-hand side of the screen. When it comes to privacy, you can decide who sees your tweets. You can decide to opt out from people retweeting your tweets so that only your friends can view your content. To edit privacy settings, scroll down to the settings icon and click on Settings and Privacy. Moving on to social media zones. Twitter falls under the social community zone. This means that Twitter mainly focuses on the interactions of users and the relationships they build. People interact by liking, commenting, quoting someone's tweet, or through messages. They can also post as many times as they want throughout the day, without worrying if they are posting too much.
Twitter has a very interesting monetization strategy. Now, according to Investopedia, Twitter makes the majority of its money on advertising. In fact, Twitter earns at least 86% of its revenue from advertising, and it does this by promoting tweets, accounts, and trends. Twitter also sells promoted tweets to marketers, and these then appear in users' Twitter feeds. Twitter has a special algorithm that makes sure that promoted tweets make into the right users' timelines. On top of that, Twitter makes additional money through data licensing. Again, according to Investopedia, Twitter has contact with various companies that have direct access to all tweets. Each company has developed algorithms for data mining that measures consumers' response to everything from brands to movies. Twitter also has a lot of marketing benefits. For marketers, it helps identify consumer segments, connect events, offer deals, and creates call to action and reminders. It also builds loyalty with existing members by engaging with your mentions, highlight superfans, follower benefits, content sharing, building communities, and driving purchases.
Risks. Many companies and public figures have fallen trapped to the risks of Twitter, one of them being Twitter wars. You would think that, as a brand, it is common sense to stay out of these, but unfortunately, that is not the case, especially with our current president doing this as what appears to be his favorite pastime. Choosing to engage in an argument with a customer can only lead to bad exposure to your brand. Focusing on winning a Twitter war will ultimately reward you in a bigger loss in customer volume. People want to be treated kindly and have their concerns heard, most importantly fixed. This also applies to other mistakes such as failure to effectively respond to a customer's bad experience with your brand. Remember, the world is watching, and one retweet of a heated argument can go viral within minutes. And this can very well be the point of no return. People will remember you as that brand that attacks its customers and loves to engage in childish behavior. The lesson here is be professional and always put the customers first. Address problems, concerns, and bad experiences before they catch wind and falsely accuse you of neglecting customers. Never engage in a Twitter war, and never be on damage control if you are not in the right headspace. Keep a level head and proceed with calm and positive actions.
A successful Twitter campaign that caught my attention is #SpeakBeautiful by Dove. A few years ago, according to a study, women posted 5 million negative tweets about body image and beauty, making them twice as likely to say something negative about themselves on Twitter as they are to say something positive. Dove believes that these sort of tweets fill news feeds and minds with self-doubt and decided to run a campaign to change this. The Oscars were chosen as a launch due to the large volume of conversation around beauty. The #SpeakBeautiful Twitter campaign extended beyond the Oscars and was being used in everyday tweets. There is evidence to suggest that the campaign achieved its goals. Negative tweets about body image decreased from 5.3 million in 2014 to 3.4 million in 2015, a drop of 36.8%. The targeted ads, using social data to illustrate the point and making people think about what they post, are all strategies that come together to make this Twitter campaign a successful one. By using social responsibility as a strategy, Dove gained positive exposure, making it a successful Twitter campaign. An example of an unsuccessful campaign was Delta's geography lesson. Delta Airlines used background pictures with the final score of the Statue of Liberty to represent the US and a giraffe to represent Ghana, the opposing team. What started out as a tweet with good intentions congratulating the USA team in the World Cup went wrong when the airline found out that there are no giraffes in Ghana. The fail continued when Delta responded with an apology that had a typo, referring to the tweet as precious instead of what it probably meant previous. This campaign helps other companies and brands to make sure they hire community managers for international brands who will think globally when it comes to a worldwide audience. This simple mistake makes consumers and followers think less of the brand or the people that work for them. It is just unnecessary negative backlash. In conclusion, Twitter can be an immensely powerful tool for organizations that want to make a difference in the world. It is a massive social network and powerful tool for the modern business. The key is learning the most effective way to use a real-time information network to meet these aims. When using Twitter, the barrier to entry is low and the potential for impact can be high. Twitter can be a positive or negative tool depending on how you use it. It can help create successful and unsuccessful campaigns, just like mentioned on the slides before.